Hi everyone, it's Dr. Newmark here. It's the end of week 1 and I wanted to send a quick video update to you all. So I hope you've been doing well with reading through the materials that were assigned this week. I did want to let you know that I think some of you have the first edition of Carol Barnum's usability testing book, but the second edition was the one that was actually ordered from the bookstore. So the second edition is the one that you should be following along with this semester. I wrote the course calendar last year with the first edition's page numbers, but I have gone in and posted a brand new course calendar that has the chapter titles as they coordinate to the second edition. So that's the one that I want you to be using. So I've taken all of the Barnum page numbers out of the course calendar document, which is in those getting started activities in Canvas, and I've taken the page numbers out of the weekly to-do list. So this week, next week, and then again in week 5, you'll be reading from Barnum's book. So now you'll just have to follow the chapter name. And there are some differences between the first edition and the second edition. So if you have the first edition, you're going to want to get the second edition or find a way to borrow it from a classmate, because in the second edition, the first 4 chapters are somewhat different. If you go to UNM Libros, you can pull up, it takes a little bit of doing, but you can pull up an ebook version of the second edition, and it looks like you can read, I think, the first, like the introduction and the first 2 chapters of the new edition that way. I don't know why the whole ebook version doesn't load there, but anyway, what I did order from the bookstore was the second edition. So if you did buy the books as ordered from our bookstore, then you have the right book and you'll be able to read the chapters as they're detailed in the course calendar and everything. So the content in the weekly highlights videos that pertains to Barnum will still be pertinent, although I may refer to the wrong chapter title or number, but you can just disregard that. The highlights videos are just to sort of reinforce some of the things that you've learned in your own reading. So anyway, you have an initial post to a discussion board assignment, a reading, viewing, response post due this week at the end of the week. And then by the beginning of next week, you have to respond to a peer. I think it's just 1 peer, but check the details in the to-do list for this week and check the details in the course calendar. The course calendar should be your overarching guide of everything that happens in the course and when it happens. So that is a document that is available through a button at the bottom of our landing page, and it's called Course Schedule. But if you go into modules, you'll also see it there in bold. It says Read Second Course Calendar, and that's a document that you can pull up, and it's a table, and it includes everything you need to do and when. One more note, for like the RVR assignments and the usability challenge assignments, UI challenge assignments, the due date that populates in the assignment is actually the due date for your responses to peers. So that's later than your initial post has to be in. So I put that in because that's when the whole sort of cycle is due. But keep your eyes on the course calendar because that will tell you when your initial post is due and then when your responses to a peer or 2 peers, if that's the case for that assignment, are due. So I hope everything's making sense. I hope that the class itself is pretty user-friendly. I'm sorry for the confusion about the difference and the additions between the textbook, but I'm trying to work out those usability glitches myself. So I hope you're having a great day and that you've had a good week, good first week back to classes. Thanks. Bye.